Hello and a very warm welcome. Thanks for tuning into News 9 Live. The Ramnavmi rage that continues unabated across various states, across the length and breadth of the country, but particularly Bihar and Bengal that are facing the most heat. It is Bihar and West Bengal that are continuing to be under this tense clashes between communities that began during Ramnavmi procession, and they are continuing despite strong police clampdown and appeals from the government for peace. Violence was reported in Hooghly after BJP held a Shobha Yatra, while in Bihar schools have been closed due to the ongoing violence. Arson, stone pelting has been reported, and Section 144 has been imposed in affected areas. Meanwhile, West Bengal Governor Ananda Bose has cut short his visit to Darjeeling and is in Kolkata due to the violence. But the bigger questions that have now propped up are that who is to be blamed for this cycle of violence and what is sparking violence in state after state. To decode the very same, joining me in the studio is my colleague Pankaj Mishra. Pankaj, just to get the ball rolling here, why is it that in states like West Bengal and Bihar, the amount and the magnitude of these clashes is at a different level? I mean, it's reached a crescendo way before it actually should have.
Right, absolutely, Kabir. That is something that many political parties too are claiming, that the states which are not ruled by BJP are witnessing these clashes, and this is something which stands out as of now, but that could not be the possible reason. The possible reason here is that the emotions, the population and the sentiments attached to Ramnavami is something which transcends the festivities equivalent to Diwali as well, and that's why the sentiments and the outrage that we are seeing on the streets, especially in West Bengal, is something that is obviously asking a question: why these two particular states? Now, politics obviously has not ceased over this, and the way these two states and the politicians are trading barbs at each other as far as the TMC and BJP is concerned in West Bengal, that also is keeping the fire fueled as of now. Obviously, we have heard how both the TMC and the BJP have responded to it, calling each other on this particular incident. And needless to say, the way BJP is targeting the TMC, saying that the state government deliberately chose to look the other side, and police presence was not, police bandobast was not up to the mark, and they let the violence happen. This is one aspect which BJP is harping on. On the other hand, Kabir, the TMC is leaving no stone unturned, obviously, in targeting the BJP, saying that dangaiyon ki jo ek neeti hai. That was exactly what TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee had to say earlier in this week, and now claiming that BJP was behind this. So all in all, I would say that yes, this is not just the local sentiments. Obviously, the population, the sentiments attached with these celebrations are also very much there, but the politics too out there is also keeping the fuel going there.
Well, so in Bengal, it seems like it's a political tussle. Meanwhile, in Bihar, political winds are backing it or not. Well, it's too soon to say or come out with something like that. But it is certainly turned communal. In Bihar Sharif, a 25-year-old youth who died, voices coming from the Muslim community. There's a really pristine mosque that was burnt when arson activities took place. A lot of books, voices coming from the Muslim community, women talking about how they had saved up jewelry for their sons and daughters' weddings that has been completely looted by the mob in those particular violent clashes as well. So in Bengal, more political than communal, but Bihar is certainly a different story.
Right, absolutely. And Bihar, Kabir, you won't believe, tags itself and prides itself in a state where at least communal violence has not taken this kind of shape. Now, all the governments, I would say, be it Lalu Prasad Yadav government over the years that I have been living and seeing it there, and also now the subsequent Nitish Kumar government, they harp on the fact, they thrive on the fact that there might be protests in relation to job opportunities, in relation to, say, Agnipath scheme, but as far as communal tensions are concerned, Bihar has tried to steer away and stay away from this. And even today, if you listen to both BJP and RJD and JDS political leaders, they would say that this doesn't happen. But this particular case obviously is an exception, I would say. And the way these elements, obviously the antisocial elements, whoever the writers are, on whichever side they are, this is obviously uncalled for and is illegal. Now, they have resorted to violence against a particular community, and reports and that unfortunate death of the 25-year-old that has come in is extremely shocking. Obviously, Bihar government now needs to take its head out of the sand and see what exactly is happening on the ground, and especially when it comes to Nitish Kumar. Remember, the BJP is not very happy with Nitish Kumar, and this kind of stoking of violence in an otherwise peaceful Bihar, as far as communal sentiments are concerned, Kabir, I would say that the tie-up between the JDS, the JDU and the RJD, both Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav San Tejaswi's party, now this is something that has changed the dynamics in the last 6 months in the state. And now with such elements and such incidents happening, one would simply say that there is something different this time in Bihar. And obviously with BJP not in power, it looks like these elements are trying to in a way destabilize Bihar and maybe put the onus back on Nitish Kumar and Tejaswi for the law and order situation.
Well, we just played out that graphic and we'll put it out there for the viewers once again. You know, take a look at where all violence occurred on Ramnavmi. Maharashtra, several places in Maharashtra, Vadodara in Gujarat, a little skirmish that took place in Haryana as well. Bihar and West Bengal, it seems like, is where you know, the cacophony was heard the loudest. At this point in time, what do you think is, you know, the reason? Can we deduce or come to a point where Bihar and Bengal have, are at the center of this particular ire? Look at what Abhishek Banerjee has tweeted out. He says this is BJP's Dangabaji formula at work again, straight out of BJP's playbook. Provoke and instigate communities against each other, supply weapons to incite violence, create communal tension deliberately, and then in the end reap political benefits.
Well, yes, right from the day when it happened and starting very 1st of April, these political war of words had already started, and be it Abhishek Banerjee from the TMC or Shubhendu Adhikari from the BJP side, they were openly, blaming each other, so much so that Home Minister Amit Shah had a word with West Bengal's Home Minister as well, and he assured of all help and asked for peace and tranquility to be maintained in the state. What happened in Havra or Hooghly for that matter is something which we saw a man. I was also taken aback when I saw a single man beating down a pizza outlet billboard, and that anger was something which clearly said that he was not impacted. It appears that the elements, the antisocial elements that also take over or hijack this particular incident is something. If two processions were passing by, Kabir, and police presence was there, then obviously it should have stopped then and there. But now it percolating and snowballing into a different level altogether. That is something which the cops should have taken note of. But obviously, it looks like these antisocial elements who were obviously looks like were being tipped off or paid off or were asked to create such a nuisance, managed to successfully carry out those protests again and again.
Well, West Bengal Governor Ananda Bose, who had